Hello world, I'm going to show you how to fold my Origami Darkrai. He's made in sort of like, is inspired by Tom Engelberg's Origami Deluxe Yoda, Tom Engelberger, and it's based on his Yoda. Anyway, what you do is you start with a square of, preferably black, but I'm using this so it'll contrast with my desk. So it has to be black on one side and white on the other. That way you can make his plume on the top of his head. Anyway, you fold it in half, and then create two pleat folds near the bottom of the paper. That will, in the end, that will create his arms. So you create your pleat folds, and from the side, it should look like that, right there. Anyway, you keep that going, and then fold an upper part down, a reasonably large section from the top down, and on the left side of it, do an inside reverse fold. So that it will look like that from the side. If you want, you can strengthen what you just did, crease it some more. It's going to end up that way in the end. So then flip it over, and first make the and fold the side that doesn't have the reverse fold to the side in, and then fold just the top layer of the side that does. So you've got this space for your hand to go in. Oh man, I can't get into it. Oh, that's why. I was knocking against one of my pleats. So it should be able to go in there, in this down here. Then, just like on my Grievous, we try to tuck the pleats into each other. Which, if this was a Darkrai I'm actually going to use as a puppet, I would be doing a lot better job of making. Or, if you can't get it to tuck in like I can't, just take your glue and just glue it together right there. But don't do it till you're done folding. So anyway, you fold this head down. If you've done a good job, like I have not, the entire plumage will come with it. But it did not. So, you're going to go pull out, separate these layers so that the white will show, and if you've done a poor job like I did, you'll need to bring it to the front. Wrap it around to the front, and sometimes you'll need to glue it in place. You'll want to have a tear right there on the side like that. That way you can take some blue scrap paper and and some scissors and cut out an eye shape, which really you just need a circle. It doesn't really matter too much what it's shaped like, because most of it's going to be covered by the white. So then just glue it there, and then out of black you want to cut out a shape that looks something like this. You want to cut out a shape that looks something like that, and then you can tape that or glue it, I prefer glue, into that crease, into the outer pleats. If it's too long and sticks out too far, just trim it a little bit. And it'll ideally look somewhat like Darkrai. You'll need to get rid of anything that's sticking out that you don't want to, either cut it off or fold it out of sight. Shape his head. Ideally, it looks a little more like Darkrai and not Ditto doing a bad impression of Darkrai. And then you'll need red scrap paper. This is eventually going to be folded into a Darth Maul, so I figured just cut the strip off now, and it'll be prepared. And then you can cut a strip about the width of your Darkrai, cut it, and then just put it right there, measure it, cut it off where you need, and then put in your put in the necklace thing that goes on Darkrai's neck. Well, where his neck would be. I guess the thing that goes around his head. So, and glue it to Darkrai. So, really just glue his hand and his eye all there. I can't seem to find the eye that I had made, but glue it together and hold it with paper clips. And you'll eventually, if you've done a good job, end up with a Darkrai like this. And if you've done a bad job, you'll end up with a Darkrai like this. Thank you for watching. That is how to fold Origami Darkrai. Thank you for watching, YouTube. Nightshade1201, signing off.